everyone. My name is Colin O'Loughlin. I am an upcoming senior at Lourdes University, and today I'm going to be talking about Elon Musk. For those of you who don't know, Elon Musk is an investor, inventor, businessman, and entrepreneur from South Africa. He is known for starting companies such as PayPal, SpaceX, as well as Tesla, and he's really taken the world by storm this past decade. I think that says a lot, not only about him, but his leadership ability. As a leader, Elon is very motivated. He's a very motivated leader. He's been putting in what I've seen from videos and papers. He's been putting in over 100 hours a week just into his company and to keep them afloat and make sure everything's running smoothly. Um, I do think that there is a lot of pressure on his employees with that type of leadership because they see him as someone who's very motivated in what they do and love what they do, and they're putting the time in no matter what, even at home. And I feel like for his employees, they feel the same way that they have to put in just as much effort. And if you actually look online, you'll see that the dropout rate for SpaceX and Tesla as employees is very high just because of the stress that's on them. I'm not saying that's a bad thing that they can't handle the stress, but I'm saying it's just something to look at as a leader that you want to focus on and make sure you have a good relationship with your employees just so you can keep the company going. Um, Also, when you're looking at Elon, he's not afraid to fail. If you look at SpaceX, for example, he's been launching rockets since the late 2000s. And when he's been launching these rockets, a lot of them failed in the beginning. I think he had 3 failed attempts overall before he finally got a successful one. But in that time, he lost millions of dollars just trying to test these rockets. And his company and his employees that were launching these rockets definitely felt hurt just because they weren't succeeding at what they were doing. And he actually came in and talked to them about it. And he told them, you know what, even though we may fail, it doesn't mean that it's the end. So they kept pushing forward, and finally they got that final rocket to launch, and that really boosted SpaceX to where they are today. Um, as a leader, I think it's important to keep a cool head, and I think that has a lot to do with Elon's emotional intelligence. As a leader, I think being cool, calm, and collected is very important, especially in a stressful environment. And Elon has proven that multiple times, even through Tesla's, his other company, his car company Tesla, has been in debt for millions of dollars. And even though they've been in debt, he's been keeping a straight head about it, and he's been staying focused on how he can pay it back and finding solutions for that, as well as SpaceX when he's finding ways to solve the rocket failures. As an employee, if I'm looking at Elon Musk, I personally believe that he is someone I could definitely look up to, and he is someone who definitely applies pressure on what you're doing, but also is also very motivating and gets you really going in what you need to accomplish. Um, Elon also, as a leader, expects a lot of it out of his employees, um, and not saying that's a bad thing. That's actually a very good thing because I think that also builds leadership skills in his employees for later in life if they decide to branch off or move up in the company, so that they know what to expect going forward. Um, Overall, I think Elon is a very good leader. Um, I just think that there are some flaws that he needs to focus on. One being, like I said, his relationship with his employees. I think is very not stressed, but almost in a sense that he needs to focus. He needs not to lower his expectations, but understand where his employees are coming from. 100-hour work weeks for most people are not possible. I mean, some have families, um, life outside their job. I think that's a lot of pressure that he puts on his employees. But if he can fix that, I think he'll fix a lot of issues that he's seeing in some of his companies, especially figuring out ways to solve his debt. I think a lot of people are feeling stressed, especially his employees are feeling stressed about that. And I think that's something he can fix just by building those relationships. Um, Another thing to look at with Elon is his ability to not only lead, but also, I guess, capture an audience. He's also, as a leader, I think it's important to build relationships with your employees, but also your community. And if you look at what he's been doing for his community, he's been doing a lot. He's been donating. He's been sharing ideas on how to make things more affordable or more accessible to people. And I feel like that's very huge as a leader, um, to not only branch out to your employees, but like I said, your communities. And so those are just some of the reasons why I think Elon is a great leader, but also a great role model for young kids. And I think in the next few decades, we're going to see Elon even rise to a higher level than he has before. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.